Welcome to Pie's Bakery. We hope you have a wonderful stay.
Let's go.
You mean like Dark Tide?
Yeah.
And you know, if they did reuse the Lehman Russ over and over again, I wouldn't fault them.
But I've seen like 4 or 5 different ones, and we've probably missed some as well.
Yeah, we've seen the Lehman, we've seen the Chimera, we've seen the flat
The
cannon.
Valkyrie, yeah, the flat cannon. And I wasn't sure if it was a destroyer or what it was, but we've seen another one.
Do not speak it, brother. The words of the archenemy hold danger.
I'm still holding out on the slim chance we see a
Have
Baneblade.
you ever faced the arch enemy, Sergeant?
I'm curious what's up here.
I have not.
I think it's
Then I
just a
suggest
circle.
you listen to your brother.
It is.
Dude, I mean, look behind us where we just were. Like, this architecture...
I'm honestly glad you said something we could. I probably would have just walked right by this.
Yeah, like, look at this architecture, dude.
Yeah, I love it.
Like, look at that cathedral behind us. That's where we came from.
Could you imagine? Like I said, could you imagine if we still build stuff like this? But like, yeah, the U.S. not liking stuff like this really shifted the world's focus on it. Especially like when we helped rebuild Europe after World War II.
Yeah.
It was like,
I mean,
sorry, this is what you're getting.
I was gonna say a decent amount, but that's not true. If you explore Manhattan, there's still definitely several places that look like this, but you know, it is mostly, you know, old cathedrals and churches.
Yeah. You have to go to like historic places in Europe
yeah.
to see stuff like this.
Dude, if I ever got like Elon Musk rich, you would instantly know, because I would have a cathedral style house. Like,
Yeah,
If the archenemy is involved,
I think I would too. I'd definitely deck out my place with.
I wish to have words with those traitors.
I'm not saying there would be signs, but I would.
But you would know.
Counting on your
Yeah, you would know.
Be sure they don't use it against you.
I think my first purchase would be the Darth Vader prop helmet.
Guardian Relic over here and Stim. If I had Elon Musk level of money, my first purchase would probably be. You know, honestly, I'd probably buy that functional Iron Man suit that's been going around the internet.
Oh yeah.
Or I'd ask you. You see those videos? Is Chiron okay?
If I had Elon Musk money, I'd go to space. Honestly,
I fear that I would die in space, so I would not. But if I had Elon Musk money, you know those guys on YouTube who make those realistic lightsabers that actually burn through shit and use like a fucking propane backpack? I'd be like, yo, make.
What's
one.
really cool is like how much like a proto saber those look like. Ugh.
Yeah, I'd give them
Yeah.
money to make me one.
Yeah, I think that's like the neatest part about it is like,
it's a proto saber.
yeah, it's a proto saber, right? Exactly. It's not a lightsaber, not it's supposed to be, but in reality, it's a tried and true proto saber. It's really
Like,
fun.
everyone that like doesn't know like Legends lore is like, oh yeah, haha, it's the like bear. But for us, yeah, it's the proto saber. Like, of course, it's not like an actual
us continue down
lightsaber,
this
but it's
path.
on. Yes.
Longer than I'd like.
Is that a lictor?
Yeah, I seen something moving through there. It was definitely big.
They're plotting something. What plotting could be?
That's actually one aspect of
These are mere drones.
What guides them?
like the Dune series I really like, where it's like,
Dave, sleep by me. Sorry.
no, it's alright.
My bad.
The back and forth on offensive and defensive technology
What'd
has
you
gotten
say,
to the point.
19K21D/semiotic.
And I mean, like, that saber they made is probably the closest we're ever gonna get to a realistic lightsaber. Like, lightsabers, as we know in Star Wars, probably wouldn't work the same in real life.
Not with like energy technology that we have. No?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it wouldn't be the exact same, but like, the concept of the lightsaber is essentially possible. It's just that, like, we don't really have all the technologies yet required to control magnetic force like that in a small package like that to allow us to have a fucking plasma sword.
And it's not gonna be, like, it's not gonna be clean cuts. It's gonna be exactly, like, it's gonna burn.
Right, it would cauterize as it fucking cuts through. And that's actually, like, in the lore reason, one of the reasons why it was a Jedi weapon at first, when they, like, why they opted for it is because it was clean cuts, which meant that, like, you weren't trying to kill, you were just defending yourself, you maimed, right? Like, you would take a limb, you wouldn't, like, kill them. But, you know, it could kill people too.
Listen.
They're in the walls! First they were in the trees, now they're in the walls! I feel like if we made if the U.S. military made a real-life lightsaber, right? Let's hypothetical here. If we were able to make a real-life lightsaber, I feel like they wouldn't go for maiming, and I feel like it would legit burn. Like, I feel like if a U.S. soldier used it on an enemy nation, it'd be like I feel like it'd be like a melee flamethrower. It'd be a portable, handheld flamethrower knife.
Right, which would mean that it would automatically go against the Geneva.
Yeah, immediately be a war crime.
Yeah.
Because, like, no way you're stabbing someone with something that can
It's
burn.
not a war crime the first time.
Yeah, like if you're... That's a good point, you know? That's a good point.
Sorry, we hang out with Canadians.
I'm sure, like, if you're stabbing someone that potentially has the force to fucking cauterize a wound instantly, they're probably also going to ignite in flames. Like, let's be real here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like what makes a lightsaber so deadly to be like stabbed in the chest with. Like to be cut with, it's not so bad if like you're cutting off a limb or something. But if you're just stabbed with one, that's why it's so dangerous. Is because like there's no fixing an organ that's fucking burned because it'll catch shit on fire, boils your blood, that type of thing.
And the Jedi and the Sith, they hold their stabs. They don't just stab and immediately turn the lightsaber off. They keep it there. Like your insides are burning. Yeah.
It depends. Obi-Wan when he killed Maul, it was fast. He didn't leave it in. He took out his blade and held him, like a good little Jedi.
Well, to be fair, that's also, you know, Padawan Obi-Wan.
Well, no, I was talking about like during their final.
The final fight.
When Obi-Wan kills him, yeah, it's fast. He doesn't leave it in there. There's like a second, but he takes it out and is like holds Darth Maul as he dies.
But then if you're
the man that killed his master and his love.
If you're fighting someone like fucking Star Killer, you're getting tortured, brother. Granted, that's Legends now, unfortunately.
You know what makes me sad is the way that like the whole like Darth Maul.
Shit.
Sorry, we're just fighting our Carnifex.
Yeah. But the way that the whole Darth Maul fucking Obi-Wan like final fight goes, I get this real like the Doctor and the Master, like we could have been friends if it wasn't for this incessant drumbeat kind of vibes.
Have you seen Sam Witwer, Darth Maul's actor, talk everyone through that fight? Like, he's made a video where he talks people through that fight, and it's really well done. Like, he talks about how you can see Obi-Wan going through the different phases. Like, he starts the fight as
Get off me, get off me, get off me, I don't want to smoke.
he starts the fight as Old Man Ben, and then he transitions into Ewan McGregor, and then he ends the fight as Alec Guinness. Like, you can see Obi-Wan moving between the different phases.
Right, because it's like mind games going on. Shit.
And it's really well thought out. Oh, fuck this guy. Yeah, baby. Main character energy.
His ass.
Fuck yeah. Payback's a bitch.
Also,
we're just watching you like, yeah, I get that. I get that.
Fucking rodeo, baby.
Obi-Wan was a master of Form 3, which is all about defensive. getting into the opponent's mind and knowing how they're going to strike is like the majority of the thing.
His first lightsaber form was actually Form 3, the same as Qui-Gon Jinn. And once he's seen how like open it left you, he changed it.
Fun fact I recently learned, Obi-Wan was originally going to be Qui-Gon, and Qui-Gon was going to be Obi-Wan, and then later in the series, Qui-Gon was going to take Obi-Wan's name.
Yeah, that's why in the original movies he says that's a name I have not heard in a long time, is because he went by Qui-Gon Jinn like his whole life.
Yeah, that's how that was going to tie in.
Yeah, I did know that one. It's a good trivia right there.
But then George Lucas was like, no. So I think it was someone else who wanted to do it.
It's this or nothing.
I hope one day we get that 6-hour cut of the new trilogy.
What are you guys' thoughts on Daisy Ridley having Rey be set up to be the new quote-unquote Obi-Wan of the upcoming movies?
I didn't like Rey in the 3 films that like centered around Paris. I don't think I'll like her in the ones that don't.
I haven't watched
they should just wipe their hands with Rey. Like,
I haven't watched.
Maybe
the
not even a
sequels
hot
yet.
take.
I don't think
One of
that's a
my
hot
least
take.
favorite.
I think
those are my least favorite movies.
people would probably agree with you.
It does not surprise me.
It's probably just rather unfortunate that most of the people that would agree with you are also like incels.
I liked Kylo Ren too. I feel like Kylo Ren had potential. They just fucked Kylo Ren too.
Obviously, not calling you one, but
Right.
because you're a good person, as far as I know. I don't know you.
Like, I don't know. I have mixed opinions. Like, I feel like there's a natural progression to those films that, like, I don't know. Like, some things were a little bit weird. Like, the whole horses in space thing, I thought was funny. Like, people were making fun of that. And, like, just the idea of making fun of it, it was kind of funny. Like, I don't know. I don't really care that much. But, I definitely feel that fucking Kylo Ren could have had a better redemption story, though.
Yeah, he could have had better progression. So could have. Apparently, there was a whole like arc from the movie that got cut that was supposed to be like Snoke and Kylo Ren training, but they cut it out.
Wasn't Finn also supposed to be like a Jedi? Wasn't he supposed to be force sensitive?
Yeah, that was that was why he had his awakening. Is why he ended up like leaving and all that was him waking up in the Force. And like I think that's kind of fucked up that they just kind of scrapped that.
Do you know the reason that they scrapped all that?
Is it because
it's because Chinese money made the film? Yeah.
Wasn't that?
Or Chinese money made the film. It's the same reason like why he wasn't he couldn't be on the.
Oh yeah, the posters.
The posters. Yeah.
Man, that's fucked up.
I mean, have you heard recently? Like, listen, I love Disney. I love what they're doing. I know a lot of people don't, but Disney, you know, we're getting into the hot take section of the stream. Disney cater. Simple as that.
Disney are definitely pandering to their audience. They're trying to pander to the audience, yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's not even fan service. There's a data slate over here. It's not even fan service. They're just straight pandering.
Yeah, no, but they also like for the corporations and the money. Like recently, there's a Devil Dinosaur cartoon, and because of I think China, because of their money and their deals with China and all the money they get, they banned and deleted and removed off Disney Plus an episode featuring a trans character.
Yeah, it's a real thing. China's got a lot of influence in our film industry because their money backs it.
Yeah, and so like people want Disney to tell these stories of these people, but then they show us that they have no backbone.
I think the best thing that could happen to Star Wars, personally, this is a hot take. I think the best thing that could happen to Star Wars is Disney sells, Amazon buys.
to what you know.
Oh, you want to go to Amazon?
Merely observing
Yeah, I think Amazon would do well with it. I think if it went to Amazon, it would become a more mature show. It would quit getting
probably-
like
yeah.
it would quit getting the it has to be for kids.
We'd probably
Give
definitely
it-
get blood.
Give it to Kevin Smith.
a Volkite reactor.
Didn't he?
I think-
wasn't he
I
planned to
think-
do a Star Wars movie?
Control. A meltdown would be catastrophic.
I mean, he's made like parodies, like jabs at Star Wars and whatnot,
I'm
like
pretty
in
sure-
Jay and Silent Bob.
Honestly, I say Dave Filoni. I say Dave Filoni, and then
Keep
just
it
let
with
him
Dave.
cook. Yeah, and let him cook. Because
I mean,
his biggest
yeah.
issue, I think, is he's stuck with Disney, right? He's stuck with Disney breathing down his neck, telling him things have to be done this way, it has to be done that way.
Right.
Dave Filoni definitely
I
is
don't
the
know,
master.
because
of-
Dave Filoni, when he was doing Clone Wars, when it was just like Lucasfilms, Clone Wars was amazing, like super good storytelling, exploring new things, and I think he would do really good if he got creative control, like again.
Full agree.
Not having the Disney being like, no, we can't do a story like that. It's too much adult themes. We need something more kid friendly.
Also, sorry to interrupt the talk, but I love that we just woke up a computer by sprinkling it with some dust and lighting what's it called?
A candle.
Incense, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, these guys can make living computers, but again, they can't make their elevators go just a bit quicker.
The elevators are calculated to go as fast as possible for the maximum amount of efficiency so that it doesn't wear over time quicker.
Praise the machine spirit.
This was the speed that was in the STO. Any variation is a sin.
Construction. Brother.
And then there was that other one too. I can't remember his name. It was Dave Filoni and
Jon Favreau.
yeah, Jon Favreau. J.J. Abrams was pretty good too, but I feel like Abrams had the same issue where he had Disney being like, no.
Display current location of artifact.
Because didn't he do Rogue One?
Jon Favreau. I don't. He did. The
J.J.
Mandalorian.
Abrams.
Oh no,
I
I
was
don't,
saying
no, that
J.J.
was that was Sean Levy, I think, the guy who did Deadpool
Oh, was it?
Wolverine. JJ was the sequels.
Get them off the core.
I think it was JJ and then Ryan Johnson and then JJ.
Yeah, because I think JJ did the first one, and then Johnson didn't really know what he was doing with the second one, and yeah, I feel like that could have been good if JJ didn't walk from the project, but like he walked because of the whole like Disney thing.
Yeah, isn't that one of the reasons why the sequels aren't that well? Because the story is all jumbled because it had two
Yeah.
directors.
J.J. Abrams was the only one that knew what the end goal was in the first one. Yeah. And I can only hope his goal wasn't for Palpatine to come back. I can only hope he was shoehorned into that.
What, you're not a fan of somehow Palpatine return?
No, especially not that now that we have like every piece of media like trying to explain how it happened.
I liked how Star Wars Battlefront 2 did it, in that Palpatine wasn't back, but Palpatine had like his conscious in various droids. Not his consciousness, but he had droids that would act for him.
Right, yeah.
So he was there, but he also was still
That iconic
dead.
hologram face.
Yeah.
Or integrity. Love that.
I want to go down there. It's a shame you can't jump down here with the,
Yeah, right.
I want
With
to go
the
down
horde.
there, yeah.
Oh yeah, they'll just run right by us too. They'll have to go up here.
Show them Ultramar's hospitality.
reactor remains unstable. Disengage additional pylons.
Move to the next console. Make haste.
Where are we going? Oh, next console.
Jettisoning Volkite pylon. Stand by.
How many pylons remain engaged?
We need additional pylons.
Maintains the reactor.
Require more Vespian gas.
Unable to comply.
You see that they're apparently making it like an open world third person shooter based on StarCraft?
Huh.
Yeah.
They're making
Kind
another
of cool.
push. Intercept.
Seeing them climb out of those vents.
Yeah, I love that Tyranids literally just appear out of everywhere.
Yeah, if there's a crack, they're coming out of it.
Which is why Space Marines are always told to wear pants.
You got fucked over there, guy.
Oh, they just dump right into the reactor. They don't give a shit. That's how they're disabling it. They're sacrificing themselves to blow it up.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I just saw that. Oh, we have fucking Neocorps. Zoranthropes, or whatever the fuck they're called. And a sniper in the back.
Restocking. Munitions secured.
Fuck you, guy.
Resupplying.
I know a lot of people hate
Reactor approaching critical phase.
Disney Star Wars, but I really think they have more hits than they have misses.
Pylon to complete shutdown.
Like the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian. I know people love Andor. I think Ahsoka is mixed.
I like the Solo film.
Volkite pylon jettisoned. Reaction has
And for all as bad as it is, I like Book of Boba Fett. All right,
That was the
I liked the Book of Boba Fett as well, so.
I thoroughly liked Book of Boba Fett. They did fuck it up by not making it all about Boba Fett. They made it Mandalorian season 2.3,
burnt ichors enough. We have what we came for.
but everything about Boba Fett was good. Like Cad Bane was great. The Rancor was awesome. If they just removed the Mandalorian from the Book of Boba Fett, I think it would have been way better received.
Could have done without Mando.
Yeah, exactly. Could have fully been done without the Mandalorian. Speaking of Star Wars while we're playing Warhammer, have you guys seen Rebel Moon? Because if you haven't, don't.
Lieutenant, what did you see in those mechanics?
I actually have seen it. Wish you would have told me sooner.
I
Explain.
thought it was going to be great. I was a believer. It looked like Star Wars mixed with 40K, and I
Yep.
loved it. And then the first movie gives you so much stuff with no explanation, and it's just not good. And then the second movie doesn't do anything either. It doesn't build on anything.
Yeah. They just expect you to know all this lore to this world that's never been explored before.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
They're using an artifact to power the weapon. I've seen it before on a planet named Graia. A traitor by the name of
Oh my god, he's referencing the first game.
God's power that almost destroyed the planet. Graia. Titus, the Mechanicus are acting on orders approved by the Primarch. And here are you, talking of Graia, of all places.
Damn it, Captain. If Chaos is here, if they get their hands on this thing.
Enough! I will hear no more on the subject. Now.
That was
Yeah.
like, fuck, we about to do some off the book
Then
shit.
go down there and find him.
That was definitely the look of, oh shit, we're about to betray Archeron.
There are those
Yep.
who would see
Time to
us
go off the books. Survive Death Watch once. We'll survive it again. Try me, bitch.
Right? Like, if he gets sent back to
Death
the
Watch would be
Inquisition...
honored to have me back.
I was gonna say, like, if he gets sent back to the Inquisition, doesn't that mean he can just go over the Archeron's head and do whatever he wants? Like, doesn't the Death Watch fight Chaos?
Damn them. After
Right, he was a captain in Death Watch
No,
too.
no,
he wasn't
the
just
Death-
like a Death Watch Marine.
It is not your concern.
The Death Watch fight the Xeno. They don't fight Chaos.
And yet you treat us to the same evasive
I
obscurity.
thought they went against
Stray
Chaos.
words have cost me dear.
No, that's Grey Knights.
Oh.
Lest you face the chaplain's censure.
And then isn't like the Legion of the Damned, aren't they the one that just like show up whenever the going gets rough?
Yeah, the Legion of the Damned, they're essentially like fucking Ghost Rider Legion.
Right.
They,
when the
they're-
going gets rough and the rough get going, they stick around.
Well, essentially, it's like there's a percentage chance when like everything seems fucking lost and there really is no other fucking hope that maybe, just maybe, the Legion of the Damned will fucking appear. That like it's kind of the same fucking like likelihood that like it's the same like think the same kind of caveat as like Saint Celestine.
Right.
Where
yeah.
every time she's reborn into battle wherever she's needed most, and like that's kind of the Legion of the Damned. Except they don't have awesome angel wings and are considered living saints.
And we were talking about this last night too, and like I didn't really want to read through the wiki page, but didn't the third Tyranid War like that ended at Ultramar, correct? Like it made it all the way to Ultramar before
The
they broke
third
the
Tyranid War?
Right, yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Gotcha. I googled it, but like I said, it's just like a really long,
Yeah, the wikis are
Googled,
kind of a lot
really
to go
long
through.
wiki page, and I was like, ugh. I know it was in the Ultramar sector, and I'm pretty sure it made it all the way to Ultramar, because like that's like
Right.
Ultramar's like a stronghold planet.
It's like, I want to know about this thing that they wrote 10 books about. I'm gonna wiki it, and it's like, oh, the
Yeah,
wiki
10
is
books
a book.
worth of information. Yeah,
Yeah.
who would have thought?
Time to go. I will not concede another loss to our enemies. Ready yourselves.
I like how, instead of Charon like following you around, Charon following you around, he follows me.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's like, gotta wait for my friend.
Yeah.
You're just some guy that just came back from Death Watch
Yeah.
to the chapter.
You seem troubled.
I tire of reckless fools.
I hope you do not mean us.
Not unless you worship the
Oh
others.
shit.
Then I share your distaste.
Calling out the admin.
Oh,
Who's this guy? Where did you come from? You're not a part of my group.
Wretches have been found crawling through water pipes, sewage, ventilation. They are everywhere. We should bring 100 floors of stone.
Yo, I think
yeah, he is, because Titus isn't a playable character in multiplayer. This is the full multiplayer lineup right here, minus you.
Into the parched soil of Avarax. A vivid picture.
You see, he's the one with he's the jetpack
Yeah.
class. Look at him. Yeah.
Words of our Primarch. I prefer
it threw me off because he's not like
Yeah.
I don't remember him being like these three guys have been here from the get go. This guy just shows up, so I guess he's part of our crew now.
I actually think it's these three and me that are or these four and me that are the operations characters.
Gadriel is in operations.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gadriel's an operations character. Or is it Sharon? It might not be. Or is it just those four? Because there's
It might-
5 operations classes, isn't there? Or is there only 4?
No, it's the Reaver. It's the grappling hook. It's the heavy. It's the regular. It's the jet. Oh no, it might just be these 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense then.
I think something might be happening with the Space Wolves because Games Workshop has been posting a shit ton about Bjorn the Fell-Handed recently. I wonder if he's getting updated rules or like an updated model. Which makes me very
Probably an
excited.
updated model. I mean, they changed the way that they cast their models, so.
Because, I'm gonna be real, Bjorn might be one of my favorite characters in Warhammer of all time.
Isn't he that, like, old-ass Dreadnought?
Yeah, he's the old-ass Dreadnought of the Space Wolves who they wake up whenever they have story time.
Yeah. And he, like, he knew the Primarch. Fought with the Primarch. Yeah. What a guy.
He's
Bjorn.
badass. I love Bjorn.
Yeah. Isn't he, like, one of their wolves as well? Like, they have leaders that are, like...
Well, he's the leader. He's
Yeah,
like
okay, that's what I
essentially.
thought, yeah.
He's like the one right under. Like, if Lehman were to come back,
I was
then
gonna say,
Lehman would be. Like, they. One of the reasons why is because he literally fought with Lehman, and not only did he fight with Lehman, I believe he even, like, at one point, like, it was one of the original wolves that fucking, like, had fought with, like, the fucking Emperor and shit before even that.
I was gonna
Like,
say,
he's
isn't
over
there-
10,000 years old.
Isn't there a story?
Yeah.
It might not be with Lehman, but isn't there a story of Bjorn like rescuing a really important space wolf? It might have been Lehman.
Bjorn's also, like... Wasn't Bjorn there whenever they scoured that planet in front of the Word Bearers? Like, he was there to witness that shit?
Yeah, he was definitely there.
Yeah.
He
I read
was
this guy's whole
definitely
wiki
at the burning
page.
of Osprey.
Yeah.
So is locking armor like Halo's armor lock? Like it just keeps us in place? 'Cause that's what it looked like it just did while we were crashing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tag team is inbound.
Because we're like cargo, you know. If we stay still, it'll probably be all right.
If we stay
Just gotta
still.
stay secured. Yeah, just gotta stay secure. Probably survive the wreck.
I wonder if it's like magnetics in the boot or if it's like something on the ship. I don't know.